bottom of this chest, you look at the bottom of the false bottom, and there is a face stretched, sort of like God, what's her fucking name in Doctor Who? The one that's like spray me, moisturize,
Cassandra.
moisturize.
Cassandra.
I know that one. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, that bitch. Yeah, it's sort of like that bitch. Can someone? What was her name?
Cassandra.
Me.
She was called the last human.
Yeah. She played Britney Spears as the world was destroyed.
I remember that. Yes, a classic apparently.
Yeah, looking sort of similar to that, although no eyes or teeth or anything like that. Just the face, the outer layer of the face. And it's been etched, almost like stapled into the false bottom.
That is highly disturbing.
Hmm.
I think it moves.
It doesn't move when you say that.
Oh, good.
Silas doesn't touch it, but like looks at the drawing more, and then at the false bottom, is just like, well, I don't want any of this.
I don't want to have to deal with that.
Should we just put it back?
I have a quick look, and then put it back.
Maybe
I mean, I'm
slightly-
looking.
Unincluding Anushka because she's a bit too far away. Same for Tolis. Amongst the three of you down the next to the room, who among you has Arcana proficiency? As a check.
I do.
Maybe chick.
Brenda
I
does.
want to say yes, but I don't.
Nope.
Okay. Then if that's the
Yeah.
case, you have it as well? Okay. Can the
Yeah.
two of you make me Arcana rolls? Straight.
I mean, the D4s are helping.
Silas, similar to the doors of the room, there is a hum of magical energy to the flowers themselves. The face is inert. Thank God. I guess. I don't know. Face stapled to wall is a bit traumatic. Me and Garth and Owen know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good time.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. Anyways, there was a hum of magical energy to the flowers, and as you look at them, one of them, I don't know, well, I'm going to tell you now, maybe into some meandering or pandering or banal way, or maybe in a passionate way, you tell me. One of those flowers is your favorite flower, as Silas. If Silas doesn't have a favorite flower, it's whatever flower you would tell people when they put a gun to the back of your head and they tell you to give them an answer.
Silas does. They have them braided into their fur right now.
That's crazy. That's wild. And to the other two of you, to Deet and Brendan, same deal. One apiece. One of those flowers is your favorite flower. Whatever that may be.
The flowers and the doors are. So, Silas will slowly reach in and pick up the flower that they like. Very delicately, because you said they're pressed, right?
Yeah, they're pressed. Not full pressed, though. They're not pressed like betwixt the pages of a book, moreover compressed under a false bottom, almost to the other like being pressed between a book. Almost.
Oh.
Not all the way there, though.
Silas will still be careful.
That's fair. You reach in to pick it up, and you delicately lift it out of the chest, and it is giving off a very fragrant aroma. And you realize now that this, amongst with the other eight, which is honestly overriding each other, but this is the source of the smell you smelled earlier. Sort of. And then your flower breaks. It begins shattering. Like when Vaso grabbed the flower when you guys first got to the trial ground entrance.
So Silas wouldn't have time to drop it back in.
No. I will say something beneficial has happened to you.
Oh.
Something beneficial. You feel this anima, this energy, vigor, spirit return to you. Not return. That makes it sound like it was taken away from you. Come to you. You feel better about having done that. You don't know what it is. Anima. Anima, or you might know about the Assassin's Creed machine Animus.
Garth-Mod.
You didn't even spell enema right.
I know. I'm not the medical person here. I don't know how to spell
You
shit.
just spelled anime backwards. Or like a fucking.
Fuck, I did.
Oh my
did I?
god, yeah.
Oh wait, no,
not backwards. You
backwards.
You flip
You
the
flip
letter.
the E and the A. Yeah. Anima. Okay, that's interesting. Bits aside, anima is an interesting.
It's Jungian psychology.
It has the psychological aspects. It also has aspects of force of life and will, so on and so forth. Yeah, something beneficial has happened to you. What that effect is, only time will tell. Maybe you won't even know, and they'll pass by, and that'll be that.
So, what is happening down there?
Well, it felt good. I'm glad I did this.
I don't know if I trust that.
Well, I do. Sean seems very pleased.
I guess, seeing as nobody's blown up yet, Anushka will just creep on down.
You creep on down. You see your favorite flower.
You should grab it. Take it.
What's your favorite flower?
Why do you want to know, weather boy?
Because you have a rose on your gun. I'm trying to see if they match up.
I mean, yeah.
Are you consistent? Huh?
I know actually, it's, she's gonna pick up it now.
Is that gun actually yours?
Silence.
No answer.
So
Wow.
what? You don't have to detail your favorite flower here and now.
Oh no, she'll
just
see the
know-
really purple flower, yeah.
Okay.
Well, rose, obviously.
You have it, but I gotta find it because I do not remember what it is, and I want to be consistent.
I know this is a random question to ping you guys as players about your characters on, which is why I don't force an answer right now. Just know that whatever it is, whatever you end up deciding it is, we retroactively will make it that. So it is your
Purple
favorite
rose.
flower. Purple rose. You pick it up?
I guess so.
Eat it. Shove it in your mouth.
Same deal. You
She's
hold
still
it
gonna
up.
eat it.
You hold it up. The luscious scent of it reaches your nose. It's very nice and calming, and then it begins to break down in your very grip. And just like Silas, you feel a burst of energy come to you. Anima, rather. Same difference. I always thought anima was just a plural way of saying animus, but whatever.
No, they're actually two different things.
Well, it's in the doll mage stuff, and I'm not gonna change it now because I'm too lazy.
It's literally just male versus female.
Suck it, nerd.
Yeah.
Can Brendan class detect magic on it?
Certainly.
I'm speaking in his accent.
You're just saying that out loud.
Don't worry,
like-
the face is not magic.
Okay, that's
The
the
face is-
first thing.
Yeah, the face is not magic. The parchment itself is not. This entire realm is made of magic, so it's really like you're picking up hotspots.
Yeah.
And you cannot do this for too long, or else you will start having like a nose bleeding, ears bleeding,
Yeah.
because this is popping your brain. But for the brief moment, maybe Johnny's helping you filter it. Maybe. For the brief moment you activate detect magic, all of the flowers have Actually, let me double check. I think I know what it is, but I shan't assume. I shan't assume. Where is it? Is it? It's in alphabetical order. I don't know why I'm bother asking. Oh, okay. Well, I'm happy I double check. Abjuration magic.
I see. Brendan's gonna pick up his one and try and inspect it further. Trying to very poorly identify without actually having to cast identify. Actually, yeah, he can just cast identify, can't he? No, he can't because it's in his book.
Yeah, you
He
can
has-
only ritually cast it.
Sadly.
Roll me your Arcana at disadvantage because you're getting like a bit mind-flooded right now. Roll me your Arcana at disadvantage. And before you roll, I'll say DC 16 and above. I'll let you identify it.
16!
Just there, buddy,
Yeah.
just there. The first one was just a flat 16. That's pretty great.
Yeah. I know, I can roll high. Great.
The item, it's the name of the item, parenthesis, your name, Brendan, end parenthesis. It's called a token of affection.
Oh, I see.
Well, now that you've identified, I can just say what it does.
Yeah.
The next time you guys go down under while in here, you have the effects of Death Ward.
The next time we get downed, we
Here,
get Death Ward.
in
Yeah,
the
okay.
realm, in this dimension. You have the effects
Which
of
might
Death Ward.
never happen, but
Which might never happen, no.
only if we're really dumb / unlucky. Right. It seems like a good thing, from what I can tell. So yeah, I mean it's okay to pick it up at least. Though it might be like, be cautious with it. It seems to be good based on the magic associated with it, but you never know with these types of things. Alright.
And soon enough, it too crumbles, fades, and you yourself receive its magical influence. So, the three of you, please note that you have the effects of Death Ward
Okay.
while in this dimension. So once you guys leave and go back to your camp, then it obviously goes away. But you guys have that because I might forget.
Hey, what is it called? Death Ward?
Death Ward, yes,
You go to 0, one time it pops, and you stay at 1 instead.
exactly.
It's
You
basically
still do touch
bullet
0,
butts.
and there are very specific spells that make that notation, but most spells don't really care. But yeah, the first time you drop to 0, you go to 0 and then pop back up at 1 immediately. No reaction necessary. You just do it. Is Dorky here, or did she say okay? I assume that she's still AFK.
Yeah, she's muted.
BRB, she says 10 minutes ago.
Hmm.
Then tell you what, how about we switch gears? I will assume that Deed does pick the flower as well, but we'll confirm later. Let's switch gears, shall we? So, to those of you in the main hall, as I will call it henceforth, if I remember to, you guys are sort of chilling, meandering, pondering, shooting the shits, and so on, hearing the distant cries. They're not that far. They're only like, I don't know, 80 feet away by diagonals and acoustics and whatever. You can hear very faintly, like, cocktail party down the hall, your companions going downstairs and apparently unlocking a door and apparently finding a chest or something. Whatever. Right? Ha ha ha. But in due time, Lyko does return. She walks down the stairway. Trailing behind her is some servant. You can't see his face. He's sort of enshrouded, wrapped up. But you can see his hands, his... I guess they're purple. Like, not like a bright or a vibrant purple. Almost like dull. Near colorless purple. And he is the one carrying things. He is not big, by the way. He's like 4 feet tall, maybe. Maybe less than that. That being said, he is carrying almost like an Egyptian slave working on the pyramid. He's carrying the chest on his shoulders, like above his head. And she just walks down with a smirk on her face and scans across the room and then just says promptly, "Ah, they went exploring, didn't they? Well, that's fine. There's nothing particularly deadly that's around, I think. Maybe not. Oh well. They can get their belongings if they return. So,
If they don't, go and keep their stuff.
I'm afraid you don't have ownership rights over them. Sorry.
Had to try. Anyways.
I appreciate the attempt at bargaining, I suppose. So, she pats an empty spot on the table. It's a gesture for the servant to pop it down, and he does. He doesn't really plop it down. He more slides it into place, and you can hear this as wood scrapes against wood, and then she just gets like a frown on her face. You know what I said about being delicate with these things. Go on. Back you go. Yes, mistress. He tries to do like this really shaky, disjointed curtsy, but it's really bad. It's like asking someone with arthritis to do it.
I feel kind of bad.
And then he
That's
fucks
sad.
off. Yeah, then he fucks
Right.
off. And then he just fucks off back upstairs. So, some rewards. Let's see here. Out of game, those of you that are there, this is where you're getting your +1 weapon, armor, or DC effector. It is your choice to make. Just type them out to me, and we'll just say it gets distributed amongst you. Now, about that money. Can someone roll me
In this
10
house of the
D1000?
Lord. 10?
Oh.
Okay, who wants to do that? Or... you
1,000?
could- Oh, those are some good numbers.
You get
Holy
6,848 gold pieces. She
Nice.
opens up this little small jewelry box, and she just says, hold out your hand. Or your bag, either one. And then as you open... I'm assuming you guys put it in the bag of holding.
Probably.
Yeah,
For now.
for now. You open up the bag of holding, mouth open, and she just reaches into this jewelry box like it's its own bag of holding, and just begins grabbing fistful and just plopping it down. This continues for 5 minutes, if not longer. Just Oriana, as the bag holder, you're just like, oh my god. There's a part of you where it's like, oh my god, this is so much money. But there's another part of you which is like, oh my god, can you hurry up?
Honestly, she's probably leaning more towards the other one. There's
As
like
soon
it's so fucking much.
As soon as he's done, Sajar says 6,848.
Good to see someone was keeping count. And then she closes the box and sets it back in this little... It's like a basket that you would take for like a picnic. Oh, you know what it is? You guys ever see Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yes.
It's like the bag that gets sent to Jack Skellington,
Uh-huh.
made by his waifu in the middle of the night, and then she has a whole song about it. It's like that, but bigger. Little picnic basket. Picnic basket with no top.
Oriana looks at the bag, looks at the jar, looks back at the bag. Never mind.
Respect a man and his wealth, and then fear the women behind the wealth.
It's true.
Yes. She cocks the ear as if hearing something. Ah, I see. They got to the flowers. That's
Okay.
fun. Don't mind that. So, she sits back down, does like a whisk of her fingers, and then conjures a wine glass full of wine, and goes back to lounging. Where were we? Questions. Oh, I must say, she points, almost splashing, almost, not quite there, but almost, splashing some wine out of her wine glass, pointing it at you, Redain. It looks good on you, I must say. And then she takes a sip of her wine.
How good does it look on Redain? Or is she just biased because it's her bullshit?
Well, Redain has a pretty striking, that's a word, figure, so probably looks pretty good. Looks drippy.
Gotcha. Understandable.
got
It
that.
looks good.
Got that drip.
Setting
Although
new
I
standards
do
so
think
tall.
it could look a bit better with, and she snaps her finger and it changes form. No, purple doesn't work. She snaps again, it changes to like a deep crimson red. No. Whatever. She snaps and returns back to its black with gold inlaid form. Black is best, I suppose.
It goes with everything.
It does,
Simple.
doesn't it?
Sorry, I tried to
If you make
comment.
it white, it might blend into the hair.
It
too
says
much.
Supreme on it now.
It's
yes.
branded.
Right, the makers of the potions, of course. I'm so tempted to make that real, but no, the memes on it would be endless.
We would only buy
No.
Supreme branded potions from then on.
That's
We
why
would
it's so
die.
expensive, boy!
We would die immediately.
Oh my
Let
god.
me,
That's
let me
fine.
point out to you, the money you have that you just got, you could buy like 3.
Oh my god.
Because it's like 5,000 for a very rare item, halved for a consumable. So that's 2,500 for one potion. True, that potion is powerful enough to get any of your asses from 0 back to full. But still, it's fucking expensive.
Plus 6,848.
So, questions. Is there anything you would like to discuss with me without your more daring companions around? Or would you rather we have this chit-chat together? I don't mind.
I don't
Um,
think there's any.
have a
You're
few
not
questions.
there. You're not
Yeah,
there.
yeah, get out of here. Go on, get.
I
the other
actually don't.
Can
I-
those of you that... I almost spilled something on my mini fridge. Can those of you that are in the other squad, I'll call you, inform Dorky what you guys had? Via typing.
Good job clarifying.
Yeah, I was just talking.
In the meantime, though, those of you in the main hall here.
Ariana seems to like debate some things for a second, but decides against that.
I bust out the monster, baby.
I think it'd probably be best to wait for them all to be here. Most likely.
As you say.
Are you at
As you-
liberty to tell us what it is we've been sent here for?
What it is you've been sent here for? Well, I imagine it has something to do with that fun message you got some evening ago. Yes?
Likely
Yeah.
so.
Then I don't understand why you would be asking me. Surely you would be in a better position to know that. Unless you think I have some sort of eldritch knowledge that I can get boon onto you.
I mean, you're a fell being, so potentially.
Oh, I do love a charmer.
It's a logical one.
How about this? Help me help you. What exactly is your reason for being here in the north and drawing my attention? I was perfectly happy being here in the Feywilds and what's the word? The mortals fucking off and away from this place. But then Suyad and Kalikia had to meet you, and now my attention was drawn, and I found my attention drawn, my interest peaked. So, help me help you. Why are you here in the north? Officially. And then perhaps I can do some unofficial assistance on that matter.
Officially, as you know, we're here for peace.
Yes.
All the details have not been revealed to us about what is threatening that, though. As a denizen of this area, and a wizened woman, I assume you would know.
Oh. She walks. She stands up and walks around as you're saying that, just sort of swishing delicately back and forth the wine glass. It never spills out. And as you finish saying that, she looks over to Zal, who, just sort of... He's less loungy now. He's a bit more guarded. She just goes and looks over to him. He is very good, isn't he? He's not my type. Right, of course. Right. I imagine
Yes,
your
no, his
type
type
is
is
somewhere down the
downstairs.
staircase over there.
Yes.
It's so obvious, boy. It's so obvious. But that's besides the point. Let's see. What would be threatening peace? Well, there are many things threatening peace here in the north. Oh, all the time. But the most pressing ones, and I'll even add in a fun filter of the ones I think might actually succeed in it. They're still numerous. The brigands of Cutthroat's Keep are always endeavoring. There's them. Nervous tribes in the north might once again form alliance and meet moot, and decide to counterattack. Here's hoping. Let's see. What was that? Who were they? Oh, such a silly name. Where were they? Where were they? The Hushed Whisper Order? Something like that. They've been active. And then, of course, your own pursuers. That Black Force from the Hilllands. Why, I think they're rather actively trying to sabotage things. Of course, that's not to say the Nevros of the North haven't already sent a number of their own saboteurs south to get that going, but I don't go that far south to keep tabs.